Hello. Gemma, please let me know if you can hear me, honey. I'm not sure if my internet is not doing well or is um I'm gonna give it a few minutes. Let's see if we can. This one. Uh, there it goes. Awesome. That's great. I don't know what happened earlier. I couldn't. It's kind of weird. I think my internet was going in and out. Alright, so I'm on right now. We're gonna just wait for people to join. How's everything going, Gemma? Did you tell your mother what we talked about yesterday? It's hard to convince them, so don't even try. Ooh, alright, hang on one second. Did you just share that? Did you share the video to someone? Well, thank you if you did that. Decided to do, I actually had it set up. So I was going to do the live around 8. And then I decided to do it a little early so that you could be here for it. I'm going to look at your... Good. Good. See, the thing is, people are not understanding, They don't get it. They don't understand how this all works. So they just put their 2 cents. And they insist that you listen to them. And they insist that you believe what they're saying. They don't realize that there's so much more. There's so many more layers to this, right? It's not just, like that they've been telling people, there's no coins over here. I don't know how it's in UK, but over here in the US, they keep saying that we are running out of coins. So if you go to buy something, you have to have exact money, or you have to use a debit or credit card. Okay? And people believe this, that they're running out of coins. Now, think about it. How do you run out of coins? They're making the coins. How do you run out? They have a mint. They mint this stuff. So it's really common sense, And people don't think about these things when they're just saying, oh yeah, they're running out. The banks are running out because they were shut. So the banks are running out. If they were shut, nobody even spent money. Nobody took money from them. So all the money is still sitting in the bank. What do you think happened to it? How did they run out? It's really, I don't know. It's kind of weird. But yeah, the thought process is interesting how, people will go with the whatever is being told to them and follow that and just believe it without questioning it and thinking like what else could be the. Hi Alan, welcome. Because the idea was, I think what they were trying to do is have everybody use debit and credit cards and stop using cash and coins and stuff. So this is why they were saying that they ran out of coins, so that people will only use debit and credit cards, or they'd have to have exact cash. Now, a lot of people nowadays use debit credit cards anyways, but those who don't have, And they're using cash. It's like you have to go get exact change. How does that work? And if they don't have exact change, they take the money. You don't get any money back. That's how it was. Yeah, that's fine. Just keep doing that. Like I said, guys, it is like magic healing. Just think of it like that and just put them on and let it do its work, okay? Because this is how we can wake people up who are so stubborn and are not willing to listen and think outside the box and question things. Somebody tells you, oh, there's this virus, and oh, we have to wear a mask and you have to do this. By the way, guys, I just realized something. The two videos I did yesterday were very they were educative and informative, right? So I came to realize that I need to do disclaimers. So I'm just going to do a disclaimer before I go further with this, okay? So this video is created for entertainment purposes only, guys, okay? Take the information as it is information, okay? That's what it's for, entertainment purposes only. All right. Yeah, this is what it is, right? So guys, stepping out of your comfort zone and doing what is needed to be done, right? Now, I wanted to talk about stuff today as well, so you understand what the future is going to be like, because we've talked about things that are going to change and stuff like that, but things will change and we will have to change with that as well, okay? So I'm going to wait for a few more people to join before I talk about this, but it's great to see people come out and show that they are sovereign beings, because that's really what's happening. And it's great when they do it in a peaceful way, because that is what is important, okay? We don't want riots, okay? You protest to get a result, and so this is what is important. So great for London for doing what they did, okay? Because there's so much darkness there, and so important that all of it comes right out. All of it is cleared, but it's going to take a few months for everything to get done and be where we can say, okay, now changes are happening and being put in place. So we just gotta hang in there, guys, and continue meditating, continue going within, continue playing those healings, continue raising your vibrations, because this is what changes the outcome of everything on earth. This is what is changing and reversing everything. Not only reversing, it's not a reversal, it's more like like it was up straight and then somebody came and did this, okay, to everything, and now we're bringing it up like this. Only this time it's going to be a different way. The way it's being done, it's going to be a better way than it has ever been before, because this time souls are being woken up, okay? It's not just people protesting or people refusing to do what they're doing. It is going within yourself to understand your powers, understanding that you yourself are capable of changing your realities and making things better for you and your family. And that is what's happening. So it's like a totally different ball game altogether, guys. And also living your lives a little bit differently from what we are used to do. So this is what is important. And I want to talk about this stuff. I, I can only see two people here. I don't know if there's any more people watching or not, but I'm seeing you and Alan. Those are the only two people on. And I'm not sure if people are not aware that I'm alive. I already posted in the group that I'm alive. So um, I hope there's going to be more people coming on. But there's a lot of stuff that we need to, you know, um, realize, understand, and learn, right? Alan, you were asking, you sent me a message. I didn't get a chance to really open the thing, but I saw something about injury. Who's injured? You asked if the healing can help injuries. You remember something. So, healing is basically removing whatever isn't part of you, okay, and then fixing your cells and organs, right? So, yes, it can heal and it can help heal it faster. But if you have like a cut that needs to be stitched up, right? If the injury is such that it's like a big gashing cut, then you need to either, if it's not too big, you can fill it up with like turmeric and put a band-aid around it, or you can also do honey and turmeric bandage. Okay, so what you do is you make a paste. You take some honey and you take some turmeric and you make a paste and you apply it to the wound and you bandage around it. Okay, and you change the bandage depending on how bad it is. You change it every couple days or every 3-4 days. Okay, and the same paste you're going to make the same paste again and use it, and it will heal that wound. Okay, guys, you don't always have to rush to the doctors unless it's something like, oh, it's so big you have to like sew it up. Okay, but a lot of the stuff that people even sew it up can be healed like this. It can be healed with honey. Just get organic honey, and apply it. Even just plain honey alone, if you don't have turmeric, plain honey alone on a band-aid, and just put it on the thing and just tie a bandage around it, and it will heal it. It takes a few days, but it will take care of it. It'll do its thing. Okay, so I don't know how bad his wound is, how his injury is. Hi Vanessa, welcome honey. But whatever it is, you just need to let him know that. And if it's something really tragic, like you need to go to the hospital for and get stitched up, then that's that. It is what it is. But we can always send healing so that it recovers fast, guys, right? Because what you're putting in there is light to bring it back to its vibrant health. Okay, so whatever it is, I've healed pets, like dogs that are like really in a bad state. I brought them back, and I've done that with humans too. So it all depends on what it is. All right. He's got a ruptured disc. Hi Lisa, welcome sweetheart. So his ruptured disc, did they check it? Did they see how bad it is? Because we can send healing, we can do a healing on him, right? But it all depends. Yeah, you can heal that. I mean, it's quantum healing, guys. This is what this is, okay? This is what they call quantum healing, right? It's not Reiki. It's not Reiki. It's different. It's very different from Reiki, okay? It's So basically, what we are doing is we are sending light and bringing it back to its vibrant health. Okay, so the light works as healing power within the body, okay? He needs therapy. Yeah, so that's just like, we can do that. You can just reach out to me after and we can heal him, all right? So I know there is more people here than the ones I'm seeing, because I saw there were 6 people, now there's 4 people, but you could be just going in and out with the internet or whatever it is, guys. So I wanted to talk to you guys about what the future might look like. Not might, it's going to probably be like what I'm going to tell you, okay? So it's going to change from what we have right now as what we are seeing as our present, um, all the stuff that we have going on. It's going to be a more simpler lifestyle, guys, more sustainable lifestyle, so that it is not just beneficial to humanity, but it is also beneficial to nature and all living things, right? So, what I suggest, guys, because things will change with time, jobs will change with time. And as you're awakening, you're understanding you have gifts, right? So, what I want you guys to do is, I want you to focus on those gifts, okay? Learn to use those gifts to earn money with, right? You all don't need to do free stuff, but at the same time, and money as we know it will not be the same, guys. Understand this as well, okay? It is not going to be like, oh, you have, because the money we have right now, this is it's evil stuff, guys. I mean, this is how they become so greedy and so powerful, and they try to use it on those who are not as rich and powerful. They use the evil darkness uses this against us. This is why people are the way they are about money. This is why people can kill each other in the same family because of the money situations. And so this is the thing with the money, is that it is not going to be the same like it is right now, right? So what we are going towards, and I shouldn't have even mentioned money, what we're going towards is service for each other, right? So if you know a skill, like for instance, I'm doing the healing for you guys, right? Now instead of healing, I can say, okay, you know what, I do healing for you, in return you do something for me, right? And so say for instance, if you were good at, like, I don't know, something to do with technology, or something to do with, you know any kind of skills, guys, like woodwork or jewelry making or whatever it is, right? Whatever you guys are good at, we exchange services. So this is where the future is going, right? So what I'm asking you guys to do is take learn skills, guys. That's what I'm trying to get to. Learn skills that you can use in the future to help with servicing for others, and they can do the same for you with different skills, right? So this is what I would suggest. Like, if you have psychic abilities, right, then really tap into it and learn it, okay? And this is why I've told you guys in the group, practice. I haven't seen many of you are not doing this, okay? Practice. Start with simple things, like, okay, I'll see if I can channel a message for you, and just say the first 5 people who respond, I'll channel a message, or I'll do a reading, pick the cards, or whatever, simple things, guys. Also, learn. YouTube has so many videos of so many skills, guys, okay? So learn to do these things, make jewelry, or things that are energy related, like positive things, right? You could learn to do stuff like that. So yes, yeah. So you have to understand, guys, everything is okay in a limit, okay? I mean, we're not doing it for, excuse me, we're not doing it for getting high. We're doing it to recover. You have to understand, what was made in nature was created for some reason or the other, okay? So cannabis or CBD oil, it comes from a plant that they have used the wrong way, okay? They have used it for evil stuff. So this is why it's seen like that, like, oh no, it's bad for you, you shouldn't do this, it makes you high, it does this, it does this. But they, the medicinal value of it, right? That it heals people who have had paralysis, people who have had all kinds of really severe diseases. Use CBD oil or cannabis, and it helps them recover. So remember, source creating all this stuff It's not just for fun, guys. Everything in nature, it balances stuff. It helps you with healing. It helps you with nutrition. It is meant for that reason. And we as humans are so vague. Like we're so, and I think it's lost, kind of lost because of all this modernization, and they call it new age. For me, it's old age. Okay, I don't consider this stuff as new age because remember, all these technologies that we are using are old. The technologies that are being used, okay, beyond the veil, and also in the tunnels, sadly, I am all that stuff is so high tech, guys. All this stuff that we have is very old age. Granted that it is new for us because we're still in this present time experiencing this as new things. This is why new age. But the way I see it is I want to go back to the old ways, like 100 years, 200 years, 300 years ago, when life was so much simpler. And that is where we are going back towards. This is why I'm telling you to learn skills. Okay? Because in the last 6 months, you have to see how things have been. Now imagine jobs are different. Okay? Imagine how many businesses got closed. So what I'm trying to say is, guys, learn to make things, make clothes, make, depending on what you're good at. Learn to do things that in the future you're able to provide as a service, so that we are not in an upper class, middle class, lower class. All that is going to go away. Okay? This is what Source has always intended, and it was like that at one time, but it got changed because of the greedy and evil and power, greedy, hungry people and beings. I shouldn't even call them people because they're not. They're too. They're powerful beings. So I'm gonna just say that. So Source is trying to bring us back to a lifestyle, guys, that is sustainable. You grow your own food, right? And then you exchange your food with somebody else. I remember when I was a child and I used to go to the village. We were in India at the time, and I was very, very young. I must be like 5 years old or 6 years old, very, very young. But I have this memory of my grandmother. They still had barter trade in those times in the villages. And I'm not 100 years old, so it's not that long ago, right? I'm talking about like 40 years ago or something, right? They had barter trade. So what she would do is, they used to grow, they were farmers, my grandparents, so they would grow this food, and she would, in her sari, she would put food in the sari. Okay, it'd be like grains, like wheat or whatever it was, and she would take like so many like grams of it. She would take it to this guy who sold milk or sweets or like all kinds of different things, right? And she would say, okay, I have this, and the guy would take that, he would weigh it, and then he would be like, okay, so I'll give you sweets worth of this weight. So the same weight. So if it was 500 grams of grain, he would give 500 grams of sweets, and then she would bring that home for the family. Do you see what I'm saying, guys? This is where we are headed. And this is how it's gonna be. And I'm telling you this, so I know that, and I have seen this in the Facebook groups where people are already they've already started doing this for a few years now, where they're trying to, exchange services with each other. So there is never the question of, do I have enough money? Am I able to afford this? Can I, support my family? Do you see what I'm saying? It's like you never have to worry about these things, because in this process, you're caring about other people. Okay? I remember she'd go there, she'd give that, and then they're chatting about the family, they're talking about, how is your family, how is your family, stuff like that. Like, this is how it was in the olden days, guys. This is how it was, and children were taken care of. People looked out for each other's family members and each other's children. They cared what happened to somebody's child. Right now, you don't even know what's happening in the neighbor's house. You don't even know sometimes how many people live in the house next door. This is how the life is right now. And this is what we don't need. This is why children get stolen. This is how, things go wrong. Because there's not a society, guys. It's not a society. It is more like individual living. You have your family and you're just, yes, you meet your neighbor once in a while, you say, hi, how are you? And that's it. You don't know who your neighbors are. You don't know who you can trust. I wouldn't leave my kids. My kids are told very clearly not to leave the yard. There's a part of my yard, it's a little island, and I've told them if they're bike riding, especially the little one, not to go beyond that. That's awesome, Gemma. That's what I'm talking about. So learn skills that can help you in the future, okay? And like I said, it's going to be a different monetary system, but at the same time, think of more like providing a service, guys, okay? Helping each other through service, okay? This way, you are able to take care of yourselves and others as well. So this is what the future is going to be like, guys. So just, and there's so much stuff out there. Like right now, you can just see like all kinds of different things are happening. All kinds of different things are going on. That's all. That's great. Like I said, whatever you are good at, whatever you're gravitating towards, whatever you feel comfortable with, okay? Whatever you resonate with, guys, go for that. Because by doing this, you are ensuring, that you're going to be okay in the future. Also, please, if you are able to grow your food, guys, grow whatever you're able to grow for food. Okay, learn farming. It is very important that you do that in the future. Because, and not even the future, you can see it's happened the last 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, whatever. How many people are, growing their own stuff. I mean, we have done this for a few years now. We've been growing stuff, but people are realizing that they need to do more of it, because of how badly our foods and water and everything is so poisoned. So you want to try, yeah, whatever you can grow. I grow all kinds of things, guys. And I every year I want to grow more. Like every year, like last year we had 2 beds and we have 4 beds this year, and another patch. I try to like do things wherever I can find space. I'm trying to grow something, and then my back deck and small pots, here pots, there pots. My family gets a little bit like, what happens with me though, you've seen my deck. I've shown some of you my deck, right? All those plants on my deck, they come into my house when fall comes. So when fall comes, me, the kids, and my husband, like I have them all get to work, and we bring everything indoors. And whatever survives through the winter into spring, it comes out again. So it's really interesting. Like my husband just like gets like how many more plants. But I'm like, I'm not gonna let them just sit there and die. They are beautiful plants, Even the flower plants, everything I bring in. And I have made, I'm telling you, I have hibiscus that survived. I have indoors I have Stephanotis. I don't know if you guys know Stephanotis, but Stephanotis it's like gardenias. They smell so amazing. So I have those in my inside the house. I have like 6, 8 plants of those that are crawling because they're crawlers, right? So I have them crawling up the windows. But they're so amazing. They smell so beautiful. And they're little white flowers. This year I got 2 plants, two like little trees of gardenias that are coming in the house. It's going to be interesting. When it's time to bring them in, my husband's going to be like, what the heck? Because some of them are heavy pots. I do clay pots, so it's like, what the heck? But I am like, you know what? Use the muscles, what the heck, right? Yeah, you have to do whatever you need to do, okay, guys? Um, Also, please stop using fluoride toothpaste, guys. Okay? Please stop using fluoride toothpaste. Guys, I can't even tell you like how many dentists I've switched just because, and not only switched, but I am very particular when I bring the kids for a cleaning. I tell them they cannot use their own toothpaste. I bring the toothpaste with me. And actually, I make a paste of baking soda and coconut oil, and we use that for toothpaste as well. And we also oil pull, guys. Oil pulling, I think I have put it in my Ayurveda group, the holistic group that I have. If you guys are not part of it, join, please, because I have a lot of natural remedies there. I grew up with remedies out of the kitchen practically all our lives. So even cuts, like I just told you, my mother did this for us and our puppies. Anytime anybody had a cut or the puppies got bitten by our neighbor's dogs, and they would sometimes remove like a chunk of the flesh, she would just take turmeric and she would stick the thing back on and put a bandage on it, and it would heal. So this is how I was brought up, guys. So this is why, you know, I have the group, and you understand what I'm trying to do, guys. We have the good for you guys, Gemma. There are countries that are refusing these things, right? There are countries like UK that have same things like here, but they refuse stuff that is harmful, and ingredients that are harmful. Like McDonald's here will use crap in the food. McDonald's over there has completely different ingredients. So this is the thing. There are some countries who refuse, and because of it, they don't have the issues we have here. Okay, the health issues I think in the US are probably the worst than any other part of the world. And I've grown up in 3 different countries, guys. So I know how it is. Yes, colloidal silver, guys. Colloidal silver is a natural antibiotic. Okay? Hear me clearly, guys. When your child is sick with a cold or a cough, or they're coming down with something, right away give that to them. All you need is like 2 or 3 drops of it. You don't even need that much. Also, if they have an ear infection, put 2-3 drops in there. It will go away. You'll never have it again. Okay? So please don't go to the doctor. Somebody had gone yesterday to a doctor, and she had such a difficult time because she had to send the kid alone inside because they insisted she wear a mask, and she didn't have a mask with her. And she didn't want to wear the mask, which I would do the same, but I'm just saying to you guys. Yeah, it is strict and I actually don't recommend fast food, guys, because fast foods are exactly that stuff that you should not put in your body. Hi, Alina. So please. Yes, Lisa, that's perfect. That's how it should be. Hi, Noel. Welcome, sweetheart. So yes, guys, remember these are things that are very important, especially for children. When you have children, it is such a big thing that when children get sick, right away antibiotics, guys. And I'm telling you this from my experience. My older Priya, was about 2.5 years old. And I, again, at that point, new mom, I'm trying to do whatever the best I can with the child. She would get sick so severely because she had been vaccinated until she was 18 months. So her immune system was not the best. We had stuff going on. Every time she got sick, she was like this. It was just a cough or a cold. It would be like this. This is how she would breathe, right? So I take her to the doctors. Every time they're giving her antibiotics, she stops eating, loses weight, doesn't want the medication, but I'm forcing this stuff in her, right? So anyway, she got sick. She was like 2.5 years old. She got sick, and the doctor prescribed liquid antibiotic for her, which I gave her for almost 7 days because it was a 7 days dose or something. We In the 7 days she hardly ate, lost weight. One day, I think it was the fifth, sixth, or seventh day, I'm at my mom's and I was gonna pick her up. I was like, "Let's go. We're gonna go home." Hi, Lily. Welcome. And as soon as I picked her up, she collapsed and started crying. And I'm like, "What the heck?" So I pick her up again, and she goes, "Mom," like she's telling me her hip is hurting, right? So I'm like, "What?" She couldn't stand on her legs because her right hip was hurting and she could not stand on it. So now I bring her to the doctors and I'm like, "What the heck?" I'm like, she had a cough and we have been giving her this thing you gave. And now this is happening. So what's going on, right? Now I'm thinking something totally different. I'm not thinking it's anything to do with the antibiotics. I'm thinking something else went wrong with her. Well, guess what the doctor said? The doctor said that's a side effect of antibiotics. Sometimes kids get this happen to them where the joints collapse. Can you just see me? I was standing there and I'm asking him, "Okay, so now what do I give her?" Because she was still not recovered from this thing, from her cough and cold, and now this thing happened, right? He goes, "Give her Tylenol," right? So I just, I left there and I went to the health food store and I said, "Listen, what do you have that I can use for my child? She has a cough and a cold and this thing." And he told me, he gave me some, I don't know what the heck he gave me for her to get better. I'm like, "Another medicine that's going to bring her back? What the heck?" Anyway, so I went there. He gave me this thing that I use to this day. It's called Naturade. Nature's Expect. Yeah, something expect. I forget the name. Anyway, I use this to this day, and I use colloidal silver. And they have probiotics every single day. Probiotic is like there every day. I used to also give them colloidal silver every day to build the immune system. Okay, and you just need like 2 or 3 drops of it. And colloidal silver, guys, is used in water, on aeroplanes and cruise ships, so that people don't get sick. They put that in the water. So you understand how magical that thing is. So this is the thing. So guys, remember, there are natural ways of keeping your kids' immune system strong without having to ever expectorant. So the expectorant is, I don't have it here, but I will post a picture of it. It is a natural, holistic, I believe, medication, and I very rarely use it. I have not, knock on wood, not had to use it for a long time, but I keep it in the house just to be on the safe side, right? But it's it's Children's Expect. That's what it's called. It's Children's Expect by Naturade. That's what it's called. All right. So check it out, guys. But so that's what I use if they have a cough and a cold and it's really bad. That's what I give them. And what I noticed was that she would eat. There was no weight loss. And within 2 days, she bounced right back. And same with my other one. My other one I never vaccinated, so she has a very strong immune system. Okay. Colloidal silver, yes. Yes, if you look on colloidal silver bottles, guys, it will tell you immune builder, and it'll give you a dose, and it tells you take a um, few drops, or like a quarter teaspoon, and sometimes they have like a dropper in it, so you know how much, you know, so it'll be like 5 ml or whatever it is, so it gives you an amount to take. So please check. Now, having said that, please do not buy colloidal silver full strength, guys. It comes in two different ways. It comes in one that you can orally take ready. It comes ready to take. There's another one that comes in a more concentrated state. That one you have to dilute. So you take a few drops and dilute in so many liters of water. Do not get that, guys. Okay? It is hard to work with. And if you overdose on that stuff, it's not good. And kids sometimes will not understand this. Okay? So please make sure that you're getting the one that is the one you can take, okay, without needing to do anything with it. So it's like a what do they call it? There's a name for it, and I keep that right on my bed and table. Guys, the sun's coming in. I'm gonna flip it this way. So I have that on my end table. I also keep one downstairs, because you know sometimes in the middle of the night the kids will be like, "Mom, I'm not feeling good." They come running to your room. I'm not going downstairs. I just give it to them right here in the room. I'm like, "Here, take this." Anybody coming down, any family members, anybody, I just give them a few drops. People who don't even understand this stuff, they come in the house and they're like, "Oh, I have this." I'm like, "You know what? Here." Oh, I was just talking about, Laurie, I was talking about vaccinations, for just children's vaccinations from birth. You know how we always, they've hammered it into us that we have to vaccinate the children from when they're born. So I was just saying that, you know, if the vaccinations kind of kill the immune system. But anyway, we were talking about colloidal silver as an immune builder. Okay, always have it in the house. It is also an antibiotic, but it's a natural antibiotic that does not have side effects, guys. It does not harm. Okay, so make sure that you always have that in the home. Some people are able to do it. It is made through electrolysis. So people who are scientific look like they understand the process of it. I've seen how it's done, but I've never made it myself. But I had a customer of mine who actually brought me a couple bottles of it because he makes it at home. But I'll always have it. I always get it at the store, because these are things that you always want to keep in the house if you have children. It really is amazing stuff, guys. So always have that. Okay, the other stuff is turmeric. If and see, this is the thing, like, it's such a big thing with Indians, and I think Middle Eastern people use, I think, turmeric too, and some African countries use turmeric as well. But see, when we get a cold or a cough, typically they put it in milk and they call it golden milk. They'll warm it and they'll drink it in milk. I don't recommend dairy for anybody. So what I suggest, guys, is you can use almond milk if you want. It's fine too. But my mom and us, like the adults in the family, my sisters and my mom and I, we'll just take a big tablespoon of the stuff, just eat it and drink water over it. And you do that 2-3 times if you have a really bad cough, and the thing will go away. And then I also have a tea that I make, I make a tea with chai masala, which I put the recipe of the chai masala in my vegan and raw vegan recipes of all kinds. I have put the chai masala recipe, guys. I use that masala when there's a cough or a cold that I have. I use that masala with lime or lime juice, a little bit of salt, and hot water. And I put a teaspoon of that masala and I'll drink that. And that a few times will get rid of whatever you have to. So check that out as well, okay, guys? Yeah, that's fine, Gemma. And guys, if you have ever taken antibiotics or your children have had antibiotics, please fill them up with probiotics. They have vegan probiotics, guys. Grab those and please keep probiotics in the house. Always give them that daily, daily, daily. First thing in the morning before they eat anything else, put the probiotics in their body. Okay? These are things that build immune system. So please do that. What do you mean? What is antibiotics called? I don't get. I don't understand what you're asking. Yeah, I don't do flu. I don't do flu or any any. But um, just know that there's not going to be a COVID vaccine. So don't worry about it, guys. Okay? There's not going to be a COVID vaccination, guys. Hear me loud and clear. Don't worry about what the media is saying. Don't worry about what the news channels are saying. Okay? And you just have to do a few drops. Your bottle probably has the measurements, or like a 5 ml, like very small amount. Um, and for the ear infections, like I said, just put a couple drops in the ear that is infected, and it'll go away. Just do it 2 times a day, morning and night, until it's gone, right? The colloidal silver, I get one from Silver Biotics, guys. There's a couple different kinds that I have seen, and I've used both, I believe. Um, and I'll post a picture of it in our Ayurveda group. I'll post a picture of it. But the one I have, I believe, is from Silver Biotics. There's another one too. I don't remember, but I'll post it in the group, so you guys will know what it is. All right. Um, but yeah, always have, this is the stuff that keeps your immune system strong, keeps you from having to, and don't get medicated, guys. The stuff is horrible. It has side effects. There's 10 or 15 side effects. So forget about healing you. They're more like killing you. Ah, my goodness, it's crazy what what has been programmed into humanity. It's really crazy. um so I see I have a few of you here. I'm not sure how many are really watching, but I think we should start doing the healing. So if you're new to the group, or you're new to the healing and this is your first time, guys, I suggest you lay down if you can. Okay. If you can't, just sit in a relaxed position. And also, if you're on your phone watching this, you don't need to watch me or hear me. Just put the phone down, okay, when I start the healing, and I'll let you know when I get started. All right. Also, the healing takes between 10 and 15 minutes. Okay. During the healing, if you will get triggered sometimes. If you do get triggered and have emotions coming up, flow with them, please. If you feel like you need to cry, cry. If you're angry, let it out. Whatever comes up, guys, just let it out. Okay. If you hear me crying, I'm okay. It's just part of what I'm doing. Okay. And also, when I'm done, I'll let you know. Okay. And I'll give you like a few minutes. So if you need to get water, or if you need to run to the bathroom, or whatever you need to do, get done, and then just type ready and I'll get started. Okay. See, it's that time of the day, guys. The sun is right in my face. I'm shining like the sun. It's close to 6 o'clock. It's right in my window. And I sat on the other side of the mat today with the hope that it will not be in my face. And it's actually in my face. It's like I have to keep moving this way for it to not be in my face. It's like, okay. I'm going to see if I can scoot over a little bit more. Oh my goodness. Let's do this. Let's have it like that. I know it's going to move. It's going to move a little bit this way again. Did you guys, those of you who have not, were not part of yesterday's Q&A and also the healing session, if you were not part of it, please go ahead and watch those videos. There are 2 videos from yesterday. Please watch them. They have pretty important information in them, okay? So please watch them. And please share the videos, guys. You know that the healing videos heal, right? So let's spread that and get more people to get on track, to awaken them. April, you're here, girl. How's the baby doing? Or was it your son? I don't remember. But you said somebody had a ear infection we talked about yesterday. It was April, guys, that I was talking about earlier. She's the one who had to bring her kid to the doctors yesterday or the day before. It is stressful the way things are going right now. It's not easy, you know. Every place you go, they insist that you have masks and all that stuff, which is okay. In the meantime, April, do you have garlic in the house? You can do as many as you want, Vanessa. You can play the thing all day. Okay? You can do the healing all day long. April, do you have garlic in the house? If you have garlic, okay, I want you to cook the garlic in some oil. And then I want you to take that oil, okay, so remove it in a sieve. And that oil, I want you to put a few drops of that oil in the ear that is infected. Since you haven't had a chance to go get the colloidal silver, garlic oil also will cure ear infections, guys. Yeah, colloidal silver, Gemma. And turmeric tea. Remember, immune builders, probiotics. April, make the garlic oil and put that in the ear, okay? It's the quickest thing you'll do and it heals. It'll heal it too. It'll definitely bring it back. And also, you can do it like, I'm not sure what time zone you are in, but do it like 2-3 times. Just put, a few drops of oil in her ear, the one that's got the infection, okay? That's another way to cure ear infections. Yeah, that's such a big thing. Indians, everything you want to cure, they'll give you the golden milk. It's an Indian thing. It's very, very popular. See, golden milk, they have made it different. The golden milk powders they sell in the stores is so different from what we do for golden milk. What we do is they just boil the milk. They fill the cup up with milk, and they put a teaspoon or tablespoon of turmeric in it, and they'll mix it and they'll give it to you. Put a little pinch of salt, and they mix it and they give it to you to drink. That's golden milk. And they'll give you that if you have a cough, a cold, whatever. It's like a cure for all. Okay, so we're on the same time zone. What state are you in, April? I know there's 1 or 2 people I know that they're in Massachusetts. Yeah. Yeah, they have like people do it differently. They have some people put, they'll make it sweet. They'll have some people will put like cardamom in it, and the powders have all kinds of different other things in it as well. So we grew up drinking it just with the turmeric, a little bit of salt, and milk. That's it, hot milk. I could never really convince my kids to drink that. They hated it. My little one will drink it. My little one actually will eat turmeric and salt. Combination of turmeric powder and salt. I'll make some in a little bowl for her. And when she has a cough, right, she'll just eat that just like that. She'll just eat that and then drink water. You're in Michigan, okay? So we have the same time zone. Okay, the sun is actually going down, so it didn't move over this way. So maybe it's because the days are getting shorter again. We're in fall. So, all right, guys. Vanessa, it's 3 over there. You're in California, isn't it? Yeah, we have people from like all different parts of the state and the world, I think. Yeah, it's not turmeric is not when you eat turmeric alone or like in something like that where there's a lot of turmeric, right? It's a very different taste. It's a very it's an acquired taste, guys. Okay, you can't just eat turmeric and say, "Oh, I love it." Turmeric, fresh turmeric, marinated in lemon or lime and vinegar. We have this. They sell it in Indian grocery stores. That tastes really good. Like I will eat that with food, like as a condiment, right? So that's really good. Turmeric, guys. Sorry, I lost you there for a second. Okay, I'm not sure what happened. Um, but turmeric in cooking, like we use it in all our cooking practically. Okay, all vegetable dishes, all rice dishes, everything has turmeric. All soups, right? That you don't taste it because you only put a little bit in so much food, so you don't really use more like there's color of it, so it makes everything yellow, right? So that's what it is. So it all depends on how you're taking turmeric. Some people can't handle the taste at all, and so they will take it in a capsule form. They put it in capsule and have it, whatever works. Yes, Alan, you're in New York, New York, New York. All right, guys. So I am going to get started, guys. Are you guys ready? I'm waiting for you to type ready so I know, because I know we start chatting again and then we are off topic. Lisa, how's Charlie doing? He's gotten so tall. Oh my goodness. The kids they were like babies. Not anymore, huh? Alright, guys. I'm gonna get started. I hope you're all ready.
Can I connect to all the higher selves and the angelic teams, please? Can I connect to all the children and pets, higher self and angelic teams, please? Thank you. Fill the wall with my level light, releasing everything within them that is not self and the highest good. I release the sadness, fear, sorrow, pain, misery, anxiety, frustration, jealousy, hatred. Everything that controls the power of evil, darkness, guilt and shame. I release it all to my light. I release all entities, energies, beings, attachments, AIs and reptiles. I release them all to my light. And I fill them with my love and light, bringing them to complete and vibrant health and balance. Their cells, organs, bodies, souls, and reincarnations from the beginning of time to the end. I surround them with my love and light, protecting them eternally from outside forces, filling them with love, light, joy, peace, happiness, ecstasy, kindness, and compassion, freedom, safety, unity, and harmony in my family members. And so do ourselves, please. Today I connect to all the high selves of the children, all the adults, the child selves. I fill them all with my love and light, releasing everything within them that does not serve them and the highest good. I release the fear, sadness, sorrow, pain, misery, anguish, envy, and jealousy, and hatred. Everything that controls the power, greed, evil, darkness, guilt, and shame. I release it all to my heart. I fill them with my love and light, bringing them to complete and vibrant health and life. Their cells, organs, bodies, souls, reincarnation from the beginning of time to the end. I surround them with my love and light, protecting them eternally from outside forces. I fill them with love, light, joy, peace, happiness, ecstasy, kindness, compassion. These all entities, energies, beings, attachments, traditional intelligence, reptiles, every moment. I disconnect them from the dimensions. I'm sorry. I connect to the evident sounds of all items, feeling overwhelming mind that is also realizing early sadness, pain, misery, anguish, or frustration. Everything that controls the evil, darkness, power, greed, jealousy, hatred, guilt, and shame, I release to my light. I fill you with my love and light, bringing your soul's organs, your body, soul, and reincarnations from your time to the end, complete and reverent health and balance. I surround you with my love and light, protecting you eternally from myself, detaching you from the matrix. I fill you with love, light, joy, peace, happiness, kindness, compassion, safety, and freedom. Ourselves can notice. To hold the adult ourselves. Fill you all with my love and light, releasing everything from you that does not serve you, your happiness, release your fear, sadness, sorrow, pain, misery, anguish, anger, frustration, jealousy, hatred. Everything that controls the power, greed, evil, darkness, guilt, and shame. I release it to my light. I release all entities, energies, beings, attachments. Activities, detach you from the matrix. Release everything to my light. I feel you my love and light, bring you to complete and light and balance and health, sound, soundness. Our body, souls, and reincarnations from your time to them. I don't know. I saw a new brother, light protecting each other from ourselves. This is for the real God, light, joy, this happens. And so, I can activate many theories of life challenges. Feel the light. Breathe in life, it's easy to release. I feel them happy. Feel them happy, healthy, safe, wonderful, wonderful life of joy. Happiness, safety, freedom, unity and harmony in my family members. I ask you walk this earth with them and show yourselves to protect them and keep them safe. I ask you help them stay high vibration at all times, anyone with love and light. And when their age has away from them. I feel them in my light aligning on and everything within their body. They need to complete their vibrant health, awaken them. They calm the third eye. The ear chakra is their heart chakra. The throat chakra, awaken. It is time for you to see, understand, know, inspire, and speak the truth of love and light. I ground them through this ascension process. I cleanse their homes, their surroundings, their cars. I fill it all with my love and light. I bring it all to complete and love and health and mind. I bring them all good things in abundance. I make them happy, healthy, safe, healthy, wonderful life. Full of joy, happiness, freedom, safety, unity, and harmony in all family members. Angelic teams, I ask you walk this earth with them. You help and guide them. You help them stay high vibrational, raising the vibrations of others in Gaia. I ask you cleanse their homes, surroundings, their cars, their bodies and souls every day, keeping them high vibration and positive at all times. And so it is. Everything and everyone I released, I fill you all with my love and light. Bring you to complete and love and health and balance, releasing everything within you that deserves to be at the highest good of all. I transmute everything I released from you to love and light. You are forgiven. I feel the people of light, pleasing all the evil darkness. I transmit them to little light, surrounded by love.
Alright, guys. I'm done. So, if you're laying down, please don't get up too fast, okay? You're welcome, Vanessa. I'm sorry. It's the children, guys. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts my heart. I'm sorry. My integrations usually are not easy on me, guys. This is how they happen, and I'm integrating the children, so it's really hard. It really hurts. Uh, Thank you, guys. Thank you. I know you're holding space for me. Some days are worse than others. It just. I just want to say this, guys. They're so close to my heart. It hurts. I'll be okay. I just have to. Sometimes this is what the release is. You have to let it out of you because it just sits for so long and then it just has to just explode. So this is what happens with me. I go through stages, and it's like I'm connecting to the souls as part of me. Because they are a part of me. It's like um, it's like they're all my children. And they've been hurting for so long. I love you guys too. So much pain and suffering, guys. It's imagine this is the pain of Source, guys. This is the pain that Source feels. Yes. Yeah, we are gonna make it. We are gonna make this time we're winning this, guys. This is why I tell you guys, we have to do this. We have to spread this, the healings, the messages. We gotta spread them. Because this time we're not failing. This is not gonna fail. No more. It's been going on for too long. Its Source is done with it. No more. Gaia has suffered. Source has suffered. Guys, remember. Source is a feminine energy. The creator of everything. All multi-dimensions. My mom just joined. And so we have to understand it is time for us to be sovereign beings. Gain that freedom back. No more suffering. This is what we are trying to end. It was never intended to be the way it has been. It was not created for this purpose. It was not created. The cosmos, the earth, all the beings, they were created to live in harmony, in joy and happiness. This is what we are trying to achieve. Exactly, that's what we are here to do. But as we do this, Source is integrating her pain. whole space, guys. She has a lot she has to integrate. Many millennia of pain. Because she has been betrayed by her own. Those she created out of love and light. Those who were the closest to her heart. Those are the beings who created this mess. So even as we change things, we have to remember the integration process, like I've said, is not easy, guys. Just integrating one lifetime and the trauma of just one lifetime. It takes so much. Imagine thousands of years of integration. Thousands and thousands of years of pain and suffering. All her children, all her creations have been suffering. She has to integrate, guys, just like us. This is why it's so hard. This is why when the sadness, the pain, and the suffering, you can't stop the tears. Because it hurts in the heart. This is why my need to reach many people. This is why my need to awaken more and more people every day. To spread these videos everywhere. To make people realize why they were born in this time and age. So please, guys, like I've asked you before, spread the videos. Play the healings. Everywhere you go, just don't forget to say, I fill this space with love and light from Source, and so it is. We're already causing a wave everywhere. Let's make it climax. So that when history is spoken of, it is not about Hitler or the demons that lived on this earth and inner earth. It is about humanity. It is about sovereignty. It is about a change like never before. That is where we are going, Nivaldo. We are going to that place where it'll be peace and joy, equality. But remember, even as we integrate as individuals, Source is the collective. Source is everything. You integrate, she integrates. Every being that is integrated is integrating Source. Remember, you are a part and parcel of Source. Your integration is her integration. Those who are aware is different, but those who are not, imagine. Then those who are suffering, who have no choice and were put in places and situations they have no way of getting out of. So Source has so much to integrate, even as we ascend and get to a better place. She has to clear all that pain and sadness within her. So please hold space, because Source is among us, guys. On this earth, working as part of the team. Alright, guys, that was an intense one today. I love you guys. I'm glad you guys are always here. Yeah, there's so much to this. It's not an easy. I'm sitting in darkness again. Let me see if there's light here. Of course, it's not plugged in. Oh my goodness. Only in my rooms, I'm telling you. This house, I don't understand. One is plugged in, the other one's not plugged in. I'm sitting in darkness again. Anyway, guys, I think my internet is going in and out again. I love you guys too. Thank you guys for being here, being part of the group, supporting this huge mission that we've all come here for, and also doing your part. Please share these videos in other groups, share with friends, whoever is willing to listen. And let's get this out there so people understand that there's a bigger thing at play here. They're not just here to just plug away in their lives, right? Yes, that is what we're working with, light. And we don't want any more darkness. As I sit in my room, I should turn on what? I'm gonna turn on my tablet light. There, you guys can see me a little bit more better now. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that my one side lamp is, my husband's side is not plugged in. By the way, it's always the guy's fault. Anyway, I am going to call it a night, guys. And you guys are so welcome. We will probably do this tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. Okay. Tomorrow is Sunday. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what time, but I will put it in the group. And yeah, I know. Gemma, again, you know what? We don't give up, right? We have to continue trying. We cannot give up, guys. That is one thing I wanted to remember, okay? We do not give up. Okay? So, yes, they might not listen today, But if you continuously bring stuff to their awareness, that's good. We continuously make them see things, play those healing videos. They will eventually wake up. They have no choice. I'm not leaving anybody behind, guys. Okay? I've said this before, I'm saying it right now. I refuse to let darkness win this time. We are not leaving anyone behind. Okay? So, if we have to beat them into it, we will. You want to turn the light on for me, please? I'm sitting in the dark here. Alright, guys. So, I am going to. I know it's really interesting how people are, but it's okay. You know what? We don't, like I said, don't give up, alright? We don't want to do that. Alright, guys. I'm going to call it a night. I will connect with you guys tomorrow, alright? The lights are coming on. It's kind of like a dim light coming on slowly, but you can at least see me now. And I send you guys tons of love and light. Okay? Go spread the love and light everywhere you go, alright? And I send you kisses until tomorrow, okay, guys? So you guys take care, okay? Bye.